Synopsis of The Watcher's plot. The daughter of M. Night Shyamalan is the director of The Watchers, the most recent horror movie to open in theaters. The protagonist of the tale is Mina, a teenage artist. Alongside Sierra, Madeleine, and Daniel, three strangers, she becomes stranded in the vast woodland of rural Ireland. Every night, it seems as though enigmatic beings are pursuing them, observing the group from behind the reflective glass within. Mina begins to question the veracity of all she has learned because there are stringent regulations to observe and several holes in the mythology. Who or what are the Watchers? The Watchers are legendary creatures also known as fairies or changelings. They observe in order to learn from us and imitate us. Madeleine claims that because people are their playthings, they will never be permitted to go. The forest is said to be prone to hallucinations and to have a point of no return scattered in a circle through the woods. They have a chance of escaping if they stay inside the boundaries. Should they fail to do so? Well, they most likely won't. Tall and lean, the Watchers are the creatures that guard the forest. They are vicious and intimidating, growing to a height of about 9 feet. In spite of early misgivings in the first part of the movie, we discover that they are unquestionably real and do exist. They have been observing people for a long time because they find them fascinating. Madeleine chose to visit the woods since she was curious about what was there and wanted to. She hunted alone and witnessed the Watchers firsthand. Out in the woods, she spotted a skinny, longer version of herself. We're almost there. This is a lovely little bit of foreshadowing for things that happen later in the film. What are the forest's rules? It soon becomes clear to us that Madeleine has been in the jungle a lot longer than Sierra, who has been there for 85 months. Greater than all others. Daniel has just spent 8 months here. Here, Madeleine also goes over a few of the guidelines, such as refrain from turning away from the mirror. 2. Keep the door closed after nightfall. 3. Remain away from the burrows. And 4. Constantly remain in the light. The Watchers themselves, who desire to resemble humans but could only do so in a confined space, are the source of these regulations. The Watchers could more closely resemble humans by remaining in the light and keeping their faces turned toward the mirror, which allowed them to observe people in their natural environment. One excellent visual signal that hints at what's happening in the film is the presence of a mirror and the shots we see of the actors standing next to it. The professor was doing what? The professor spent a significant amount of time here researching the Watchers, as we find out later in the film. Beneath the coop is a bunker furnished with mattresses, TVs, and laptops. Wonderland is a stronghold that appears to be the result of his experiment. The professor is aware of the Watchers and that they are becoming adept at mimicking his look and demeanor. While the bunker was being constructed, the professor fed the Watchers' various laborers. He kidnapped one of the Watchers in order to conduct experiments in an attempt to create the ability to duplicate. By the time the professor's final movie, which documents his 300 days in the forest, comes around, he's grown power-mad and is disgusted by his own appearance. He gives the people observing instructions to destroy everything in his office and to follow the birds to find a boat so they may go. Why does Mina disobey the guidelines? A flashback sequence reveals Mina's past, which is the source of her rule-breaking. Following a violent vehicle collision, a lorry collided with Mina, her sister, and mother. But it happened because Mina was fiddling with the window, diverting her partner's attention from the road. Lucy, Mina's sister, isn't seen to us at this time in the film, but we find out later on that she did. One of the Watchers, posing as Sierra's absent husband John, as we saw previously in the film, kills Daniel as the party escapes and reaches the boat. As they leave in their boat, all of the changelings observe from a distance. What does the university teach Mina? Mina visits the university and looks over the